All right, so the man who's been playing for the last 3 maps, Quentin Cobb, game designer, Naughty Dog.
Yep.
Been balancing the guns and everything in the multiplayer. So, all right, Aaron's gonna take over now, playing on your map, Wharf.
Wharf, that's right.
From Star Trek right now. Now this is. But first, actually, before we talk about the map, let's talk about the new loadout that we're going to be running through here.
Yeah, so Aaron's going to be using Revolver Semi-Auto, and because Wharf is kind of a close range, there's a lot of flank routes, he's going to take Sharp Ears 3, and what else? I can't remember what else. Sharp Ears 3, Covert Training 2, and Agility 3, so he'll be invisible to listen mode while he's crouched. He'll be moving faster while in listen mode because of Sharp Ears 3, and he'll have more listen mode meter, and he'll be moving around the map faster and silently.
And he'll be using the revolver and the semi-auto.
Yeah, so he'll be a super ninja moving around Wharf.
So now Wharf is my second favorite map from this map pack,
Awesome.
and that's what Aaron said as well. It's the smallest map, but it's still large. But it's of the 4 that we're releasing, this is the smallest of them. But it has some amazing gameplay, some really tight corridors, but also some exterior areas, some length for some long range shooting and stuff. But the reason that we're picking this kind of ninja loadout is for this gameplay, and we'll show that off here once this map gets going.
Yeah, Wharf is actually based off of the docks section of single player, where you
The very beginning.
Beginning of the map,
Right.
the beginning of the game, when you're with Tess and you first spot Robert in Military City, go after him, and it's essentially that section of the map.
Talk about this boat real quick.
Okay, so there's a giant boat in the middle of the map. That's probably the most iconic landmark here, and you can actually go into the boat.
Nice headshot.
Yeah, nice shooting, and it's a great way to flank your opponents because you can go in the middle and there's a lot of options out of the boat into the rest of the map. So now Aaron has a lot of different options. He's got enemies on his right and some teammates over there. And so he's in the center boat and he could actually go right and creep around. Oh, something behind him. Someone's on the boat too.
Nice.
Well done. So yeah, the boat is,
Oh boy.
it's definitely sort of power position
Right.
of the map because there's so many options to come out and get around enemies.
Gives you access to a lot of
Yeah.
the flow of the map. So that'll probably be a very high tension point for a lot of players and teams that are playing.
Definitely.
Too late.
Oh, so close. Oh, nice.
Wow,
Just a
last
sliver.
second.
There we go. Always real low on everything. So this is where he's at now is the side, the dock side of the map where
You're facing out towards the water.
facing out towards the water, and the side cache is here. There's plenty of ammo. That's good. And actually, this section of the docks you couldn't get to in single player, so actually flesh that out. See how Aaron's moving around with Sharp Ears 3 and Agility super quickly and silently to get a sweet shiv kill.
Sweet.
Nice job.
Well deserved.
So that really showed off agility and I mean the whole loadout: agility, covert training, and Sharp Ears 3.
Right. And it really just goes to show again like how important listen mode is for these tight maps.
Yeah. Yeah, Sharp Ears is great for Wharf because it's kind of a more compressed, condensed map with lots of routes in and out, so that listen mode would be super useful. It's also got a lot of verticality. There's a lower area, there's an upper area of the boat, and so right now you're on the top section of the boat.
Shout out to Andres Rodriguez, the environment artist on this map. He did a phenomenal job. This whole boat was his idea. Like there was a smaller boat originally.
Yeah, originally I used the small boat that was in single player that you couldn't get onto. It was raised.
Right.
So I dropped that down and let you go in and out of it. But it
Oh.
no!
That was awesome.
There's Machete versus Plank there. Machete won, and a
Brutal.
gnarly
Brutal.
execution. But yeah, Andres actually built a whole nother boat from
Yeah.
scratch, and it's way better for gameplay Yeah, huge shout out to him. He did a phenomenal job on this map.
It goes back to what I was saying about how collaborative Night Dog is about our multiplayer, and how everybody can just contribute, and it comes out. We try to make the best products possible, best maps, best experiences.
Yeah, so right now he's on the container side of the map, and we'll see which way he goes. There's a whole office section that we haven't been to yet, and the back of the boat area,
right?
Which is like kind of shanty town, sort of military city sort of look to it to differentiate it from the rest of the map. So he's going in the middle, kind of in front of the large boat, and heading over towards the left flank and like the office area.
Yeah, so there's the offices over here to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the other side of the map, other opposite of the
kind of the warehouse.
Side. Yeah, it's like warehouse offices. And then to the back is the back docks area where he's headed now.
So two-part question for you real quick. Quentin, what is your favorite map in this map pack? And also, what is your favorite new gun?
Well, as other people have stated, I'm a little biased. I love Wharf.
Yeah.
Not just because I designed it, but I think it just turned out great.
Right.
It looks amazing. The lighting's incredible. I
love this flickering light.
Yeah,
really
I mean some of the it's like a darker area with a light. Let's see what Aaron does here. So
nice.
A little stun Molotov.
He didn't get the down though. No.
So this is the office area.
Just had armor.
So Wharf is probably my favorite map. I love Coal Mine as well. It's also a great map. My favorite gun is the Spectre.
Oh, you didn't get behind him. The Spectre.
Yeah, I love that it's a silent, automatic weapon. Oh, he got caught. He's being revived. Oh no, that's somebody else. Sorry. One of his teammates was revived. It just looked like it was him.
Right.
But the Spectre is definitely my favorite weapon. It unloads so fast. It's silent, and the reload animation is actually one of my favorites. It's done by our resident amazing animator Tal Peleg.
He did our awesome Joel Banderas.
He did the Joel Banderas. Yeah, he did that like little GIF. Shiv time. But the reload animation on the Spectre is super cool, and I just love how fast and quick it can take somebody out silently. It's definitely my favorite weapon.
So we're getting a lot of questions about agility, and
yes,
we feel like it's going to be too overpowered, and like how we balanced it and that sort of thing.
Okay, so from the Twitch stream, people are concerned about agility. Agility 3 will increase your walk speed, your crouch walking speed, which you can see here. Aaron is crouch walking. That's the top speed that you can go. It's faster, but it's not. You're not flying around the map. And it also increases your climbing speed. Oh, nice. Shiving for days. And it also decreases the sound, the footfalls sound that you make, and completely eliminates your Vox like efforts. So if you drop from a high ledge, you normally will go ugh. But Agility 3 will actually completely eliminate those, so you move around silently and your character doesn't. Ooh, there's the Spectre. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
But Agility is great for if you want to be go full ninja and no one can hear you, and you're moving very quickly. But we spent a lot of time balancing all of these skills. And I think agility for the loadout points that it costs and the amount of speed that you're getting, it's definitely balanced with the rest of the skills.
Awesome. So what do you think? Other than are there like areas in this map that players are gonna kind of map control besides the boat, or is like the boat gonna be like the main one? Will there be like a counter to that, or?
The boat will allow you to get to all the front, the back, and both sides of the map quickly, so it's kind of a really advantageous place to be. Somebody on the side. But there's actually a couple of sort of sniper perches on the inside near the warehouse that are actually a really good control points to kind of get vision over those areas. Maybe Aaron can take a peek at those to give people a preview of that. There's a lot of action up here, though. But yeah, I would say, you know, the center boat and maybe some of the sniper perches are definitely places you want to try to control during a match. And of course the item cache. Oh wow, Vivian and the flamethrower.
Vivian
okay.
is killing it.
But the item caches, of course, are
yeah.
power positions and areas you want to control the map as well, so you can keep those items.
Is there an item cache in the boat?
There is in Survivors.
Okay.
So in Survivors we have a center cache, and it's actually in that center boat room in the upper area where Aaron went at the beginning of the map.
Awesome.
So that's the center cache. So that's in Survivors for sure. That's a point you want to control. Oh, Vivian again. The Nemesis. Oh, there's someone right next to you. Oh no! Oh, shit! All right, a little bit of panic, but that's okay.
We forgive you, Aaron. Is that the Enforcer? Ooh,
That's the Enforcer. Vivian
nice.
is the flamethrower Enforcer. She's going to town. Any other questions from Twitch stream, Eric, that are?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions about showing grounded mode, which I think we'll get to, but trophies are the biggest one.
So, okay. So we're going to get to the trophies and talk a little more about grounded here in a bit. This match is almost over, and we're going to show off the trophies right after this. We'll go through that.
Yeah, we'll go over the trophies right after this match. Actually, Aaron's getting to one of the sniper
Oh, there we go. Yeah, perfect.
So you can see what kind of view he has.
Nice.
He got a nice kill. The last
There we go.
kill.
Well done.
And the other question that came up quite a bit was the new gestures we were showing off.
Yeah.
What are those all about?
So the new gesture that I was doing in the other maps was called Big Time. And it's actually replaced the Knuckles gesture. And it's, you just gotta get your shine on sometimes. So, okay, we'll go over the new trophies here. They're pretty basic, they're pretty straightforward. And let me get past all the other trophies. Okay, so we actually have a trophy for each of the new maps, each of the DLC maps. So we have a trophy called Wharf, and you just have to complete a match on Wharf without dying and getting at least 3 downs or executions.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah, pretty tough. So you basically have to get have a perfect game and get at least 3 kills. That's the same for all of the new maps. You just have to complete the match without dying and getting at least 3 downs and executions in any game mode. And then we also have Recovered Supply Raider, Recovered Survivalist, and Recovered Interrogator. And these are for completing a game of on Supply Raid in any of the new maps. So you just have to complete the game in this mode on any new map and you get this trophy. Pretty straightforward. Same with Recovered Survivalist, just completing a game in Survivors and completing a game in Interrogation. And we also have the same set of trophies for DLC 1.
Right.
Bookstore is a map that you designed. It's excellent. So the trophy Bookstore is just for completing a match on Bookstore without dying and getting at least 3 downs and or executions.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck with that. So same for all 4 of the DLC 1 maps. You just have a trophy for completing the match without dying. So you got to really play super defensively and carefully, and you got to get 3 kills, so you just can't camp out in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You have to actually engage and survive.
Right.
And then we have Forsaken Supply Raider, Forsaken Survivalist, and Forsaken Interrogator. These are all for completing a game on each mode in DLC 1, in one of the DLC 1 maps. So any of those maps, Bookstore, Hometown, Suburbs, or Bus Depot, you just have to complete a game of Supply Raid, complete a game of Survivors, and complete a game of Interrogation to get those trophies. The last 2 trophies are for Grounded mode, and those are pretty straightforward as well. Just the complete Grounded mode, which is going to be very difficult to do, and then you have to go back and complete Grounded mode again on New Game Plus. So that's it for the trophies.
They're awesome.
Yeah,
challenging.
They're challenging, but pretty straightforward and not too complicated. I think everyone should have a pretty good chance of completing those if you really put the time in. Any other questions?
Yeah, one of the other questions was, what's the story to the different maps? I think we went over some of the stories, but it'd be cool maybe just a quick recap of what each of the maps, what they mean in single player and how you guys brought it
Sure.
along.
So the question is kind of like, what's the story behind all the maps of the new DLC? So we have Capital, which is based off of Boston level, where you and Tess are
Trying to meet the Fireflies.
Trying to meet the Fireflies. You have Ellie. You're trying to get her to them, and then we won't make any spoils for anybody who hasn't played single player. But
Play single player.
Play single player. That's where that ungrounded mode, which we'll talk about here in a minute as well.
Yeah.
Water Tower is the preliminary area of Billstown in Lincoln, Pennsylvania. So you're kind of like exploring the kind of empty town. Coal Mine is, again, that's where you first meet David. I don't want to spoil too much stuff because that's a big character in the game.
Yeah.
But if you remember, that's like one of the
Ellie.
right,
Playing as Ellie.
and you fight those and all those infected that come in. It's like one of the hardest battles in the whole game.
Yeah.
And then finally,
And then
Wharf
is the docks from Military City, and actually the theme that I was thinking about for this level is that so after Joel and Tess kill Robert and all of his men leave that area, all the people from Military City start to sort of kind of migrate into the docks area, and that's why that back section of the boat and docks area is like has a bunch of sort of, it's like a town, it's like a yeah, it's like a shanty town. Thank you, Aaron. And so that's kind of the story there, and that like a lot of people from Military City moved there, and but yeah, it's based off docks from single player.
Awesome. All right, I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. This is just our first kind of foray again into our Twitch streaming and community outreach. So please, again, leave feedback for us of what you guys want to see in the future. Jump over to naughtydog.com onto our forums and let us know what you want to see. Tomorrow, our new DLC comes out, and you'll be able to get the Reclaimed Territories map pack, as well as the new skills bundles, or individually, and our new weapons. So thanks again. Give us a follow on Twitch as well, and come join us back for more in the future.